Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Got Alan Paine here in the studio. He is a regular here on The Price of Business. He's with richclub.org. I love when Alan comes in. He brings a lot of energy inside of what's happening in the real estate business. And I love the work of Rich Club. You know, I'm something of a walking billboard for it. And you got a big event that we're in the process of heavily promoting. Talk about that coming up down the pike here real quick.
Well, I'll introduce my guest then, because she's in charge of this. This is Belinda Lopez, our Director of Education. Hey, Belinda, you there?
Alan, yep. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, how are you doing? Good to talk to you again.
Kevin is talking about our new mastermind program that's coming up. Do you want to talk about it?
Sure. Well, this is a program I'm really excited about because I've been curious about how this actually runs, what's going on. So I said, hey, let's have a class, and I actually get to learn while other people get to learn. And so we found a great local leader, Chris Carpentier. He's got a lot of experience in coaching and facilitating the mastermind process, and it's really just an incredible process. I was really blown away with our previous session and really excited about the session coming up starting September 8th. And we're going to be running that Monday afternoons and then Wednesday evening. So if you miss one session, you can attend the other session. And the mastermind process is really an incredible brainstorming process, tapping into kind of the collective knowledge of all your peers, of everyone there, people you want to bring in, and people giving you ideas and brainstorming on problems you have. And so if there's something specific you want to work on, building your business, finding leads, cleaning up your office. That was actually a big topic for me, is just how do I get my home office organized? And the ideals and the energy that people gave to me and brought instant productivity and instant results. So it's really an incredible process. I recommend it to anyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Alan?
For those not familiar with Mastermind Group, Belinda, do you want to go into a little more detail of what it is and talk about the peer, how your peer pressure works against you or for you and that stuff?
So some of the key components are one, just bringing in people who are willing to be led and to be open to the process. And it's a facilitated brainstorming process, but it also holds you accountable. So every week, you set specific goals for yourself based on the input, the ideas other people gave you. For instance, one week I said, okay, I've got to get my phone calls under control. I don't have a system in place to really respond to voicemail, and I got 20 calls, and by the time I get into call 3 or 4, I've left messages, and I'm that endless phone tag process. And somebody said, well, why don't you schedule your calls? If somebody leaves you a message, when you call them back, call me back at 2 o'clock, or let's set up a specific time. And sometimes it's that simple type trigger that just gets you, I knew that, but I had forgotten I was doing that anymore.
That aha moment.
Exactly, that complete aha moment. And then next week they said, you got to show up next week, and you got to actually prove or, tell everybody, did you actually take action? So it's not just talking about it. It's like, yes, I actually took action. I bought myself a calendar, or I've started this process, this system. And that was one of the things I found out is so many things as you think, well, I need to get in on top of this one thing. And you realize it's really a process. It's not, the problem probably didn't happen overnight. You're not going to solve it in a week. And but you get yourself back into that mode of taking directed action. And that's a big thing. It comes kind of from that philosophy in that book, Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich.
Yep.
And so, it's really that process of bringing people into your circle who are going to help you and help kind of lift you up and not kind of criticize you or anything, but just kind of hold you accountable and hold yourself accountable for your actions, and then making that directed progress week after week. And like I said, Chris is really a master at keeping people on track because that's one of the things. You get any 6 people together and one person can dominate or take control, and he really keeps us on track, really keeps the sessions moving. We spent 2 hours in a session, and we would have thought, people look up and you're like, what do you mean it's over? We just got started. You think it feels like, 2 minutes, and in the 2 hours it just flies by.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I want to ask a question to Alan. I don't know about you, Alan. I've been doing this kind of thing for years, but I know for me, it took the longest time just developing the discipline to do it. Just like it took years to develop the discipline of not being willing to daily look at my goals and assess my, what my next actions. It takes years to transform one thinking. Talk a little bit about that. I know that that's a big part of your values and priorities as well.
Well, first off, just writing your goals down is a step, but then you got to look at your goals. You need to read your goals, and you need to look at step processes that you're using. Is this heading towards my goal, or is this heading me away from my goal? So you really got to you got to call yourself out for a hypocrite, or make yourself do the steps that are leading you to where you want to be. Mm-hmm. That's the major critical part of it. And if you're doing an action, it's like me. If I want to lose weight, if I'm eating that double meat cheeseburger, is that leading me to losing weight, or is that leading me away from it?
I don't know, but it sounds like something to do while you figure it out.
Yes, it is. And those French fries really help.
Yeah, absolutely. Your next question for Belinda?
Yeah, Belinda, we have some other stuff coming up too, Belinda. What other kind of educational things do we have? And we got 3 minutes to go.
Oh, we got a ton of stuff coming up. Really excited again about a RESCOR group. Stephen Russell is going to lead a class on September 13th, Building Your $1 Million Real Estate Investing Business. And that's really how to scale up your business. How do you go from one person in a home office or a garage startup to 10 people, 20 people, 100 people, and a complete empire building. And probably can't teach it all in one day, but he's going to give it a pretty good shot on September 13th, and so that's going to be a great one. And then following up that same type theme, automating your investing business with the Wolf Couple. And there are some national speakers who are coming in just to the Rich Club this year, and they're going to lead a session on Thursday, kind of an intro session on Thursday, September the 18th, and then on September 20th, an all-day session Saturday, automating your business. So how do you do that marketing? So press of a button. So how do I, get autoresponders going? How do I get my systems in place so I don't have to do all the work? And that's really a key part of the process.
Yeah, they have a system of cue cards made for you to train your phone answerer, how to respond to different questions.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful system.
Belinda, we're delighted. We enjoyed having you on the program. Belinda Lopez, she's with richclub.org. We're looking forward, by the way, to getting a copy from you today. I'm going to expect it from today, and we're going to start running an ad that Alan's going to voice for us.
Belinda, get on Chris.
We need that on this great event. The only way people are going to know is we tell them, and I want to make my show a platform for daily telling people as the series goes on.
Oh, we look forward to that. That's just so wonderful.
So we look forward to getting that. All right, richclub.org, all the great stuff Belinda talked about. You can find it all there at richclub.org.
Check out our calendar. That's all I can say.
That's exactly right. And shame on you if you're not checking it out, unless you like being poor. If you like being poor, don't look at richclub.org. I'm Kevin Price. More for you after this on The Price of Business.